Excitement and enthusiasm drive a record number of Marylanders to the polls for the first day of early voting. WJZ is live outside Camden Yards. Amy Kawada reports on this record turnout. Amy?
Yeah, good morning, Lynn. Well, Camden Yards here is one of 80 early voting locations in the state, and we spoke with many people who made their way out here to put the polls yesterday for the first day, who tell us that voting in person is an important tradition for them to keep. Long lines and high turnout. From Baltimore City to Prince George's County, more than 161,000 people statewide cast their ballot on the first day of early voting. That's the highest single-day early voting turnout in the state's history.
We are wrapped around Morgan State University's campus. This is a proud moment. When they say people are not coming out to vote, they are coming out to vote.
More than 11,000 people voted in Baltimore City alone. Another 18,000 voted at the 11 sites around Baltimore County, including the Woodlawn Community Center.
I am 74 years old, and I have always voted in person.
Many people, like Marcia Hicks, tell us they chose to vote in person because it felt more secure.
It's important that I fill out my ballot and I put it through the machine.
In Harford County, some voters waited in line for close to 3 hours, but that didn't keep people away.
It's a critical election and a juncture in the history of our country.
The long lines weren't the only thing many polling places had in common. Everywhere, people wore masks and maintained social distance. Day one went off without any major problems, with 6 more days of early voting to go. And if you plan to vote in person, the polls will reopen this morning in about an hour from now at 7 this morning, and they will close tonight at 8. And if you try to beat one of those lines and the crowds, election officials say the best time to head out here is between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. Live from Camden Yards, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.